Hello, you're watching Much Ado About Something, and I'm Donna. Welcome to the house today. Yes, my hair is wet. I'm trying to wash it and let it air dry. It's in the triple digits here, and I don't want to cut on anything that puts out more heat. So I'm not drying my hair. I'm not blow drying it today. It's just naturally drying. And I have a mic on. I'm mic'd up so that you can hear me. And I'm ready to share with you day number 5 of the Every Bit Counts Challenge that's created and hosted by Jessica from Three Rivers Homestead. Well, today's Every Bit Counts Challenge is not about produce or anything out of my garden because I'm taking a break from that. I have been overwhelmed trying to get the garden produce put up and canned, and tomatoes are coming in. And so those are a lot of work in themselves, and you can't delay in putting up tomatoes, so I'm taking a break from those today. Here are the tomatoes that came in yesterday, and so I got them out here on this cardboard, and I've got them covered up from the sun. And here are the peaches that my friends bought me. I've sorted through them and got out all the bad ones, and I've got to peel these, save the peels and make plans for those, and freeze the peaches. So I'm not doing anything regarding produce today or anything from the garden. I'm just taking a break from that today, but I am going to share some tips with you. I am going to share with you every little bit counts of things that I have here at the house. And it's time. I don't use paper products, paper towels or paper napkins or anything like that. We do still use toilet paper, but I don't use paper towels or anything like that. Well, I have this sheet. I picked this sheet up for $2 at the thrift store, and I brought it home and I washed it. And this is a king size sheet. And what I'm going to do with this today is I'm going to cut this up and make cloths out of it. And I'll use these cloths for all different things throughout the house. You can see it's a truck with a tree on top of it because it's probably Christmas theme related, but it doesn't matter what is on your sheet when you buy it. It can be anything on it. The point of this is you're just going to be using this for cloths around your house, and they're rewashable. So for $2, which is probably around the price of a roll of paper towels, to tell you the truth, I haven't even checked paper towels in so long I couldn't tell you how much they are. Let's see what size sheet this is. It's 100% cotton. And it doesn't tell me the size, but it's a pretty good sheet. Doesn't matter the size, just if you can pick them up for a few dollars. There's a lot of material in this sheet for $2. There's a lot of cloth. So if you can want to make something out of it, you can. I mean, if you go try to buy material from Hobby Lobby or some other place, you know how much material is a yard, and this is flannel material. It's 100% cotton, so it's wonderful, and I would no wise want to waste this. You can make all kinds of things. You can make pajama pants. You can make pajamas and little gowns for your kids. That would really be cute. But today, I have need of some more of cloths, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and cut this up and make cloths out of it. So I just fold it in half and cut it down the middle. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be for this. I'm not making any kind of clothes or anything out of it. So I can just take this and cut it right down the middle and it not even matter. I don't want to cut my microphone cord. Okay, my grandkids come in, so they're here on the floor playing. You might be able to hear them. But I'm going to go ahead and continue on. After you get your sheet cut in half the first go around, I just keep folding it in half until I get it cut up into little squares. Usable size squares for what I'm going to use it for. Of course, if you were using it to cut a pattern for your whatever you were making, you would lay it out to make the most use of the fabric. But I'm just going to keep folding this in half, folding the pieces in half and cutting them until I have the size cloths I need for around here. Okay, I've got some little helpers. They're going to help me cut. David, right here.
This is how you cut. You just have to start from this line and cut straight all the way from this.
Now look how many came out of that. This is how I fold them. I fold them like this, and then I put them in a basket. You can put them in a prettier basket, but I've got this little storage bin, and that's what I'm going to put them in today. And I'll just fold them all up like this and put them down in there. And then they'll be ready to go when I need them. Look at how many there are. So many of them. So many good uses in all of this. And when you get ready to use them, you just use them like you would any kind of paper towel or any kind of other cloth. You just wipe down your surfaces or whatever you need to do, you know. Yeah, it requires a little bin to stack them in, but you know, you would have to have a paper towel holder or something like that to hold your paper towels anyway, so, you know, that's not any more inconvenience. The only difference probably is you would need a bucket to put these in. After you've used them, you'd need some kind of container, waterproof container, to put them under your sink or put them out of the way so that after you use a cloth like this, you could just toss it in there for it to be washed. And believe it or not, it's more economical to do it this way and actually wash these cloths than it is to buy paper towels. Now the next tip that I want to share with you on the Every Bit Counts challenge is making your dishwashing liquid go a little further. Okay, say you're just getting started. I wash dishes by hand. And if you wash dishes by hand, you know you go through this stuff quite a bit. And I'm down to just this little bit. Well, I'm not going to the grocery store for a week, so I've got to make this last for a week, theoretically. I do have quite a few dishwashing liquid stocked up, and I'm going to show you another tip after this. But let's say this is all we had, and we've got to make it to the end of the week. One of the ways that you can make this little bit of dishwashing liquid count is you can put a cup of vinegar in it. This is something we did all the time growing up. By adding this cup of vinegar, you're going to stretch this dishwashing liquid. Now you could just use vinegar alone to wash your dishes. You can do that. Vinegar is an excellent cleaner. And it's something that you can do. But by putting it in just a little bit of dishwashing liquid that you have left, it makes a cleaner that adds bubbles and suds to your dishwashing pan that you wouldn't have if you used just plain vinegar. It does smell a little bit like vinegar. Not too much, you'd be surprised. Now you have that much dishwashing liquid, and you can use it just like you would your dishwashing liquid, and it'll get you through the week or until you go back to get groceries. Here's another tip. Now they say these bottles are electronically filled, so they're all supposed to have about the same amount of weight, about the same amount of ounces that you have in a bottle. They should be, as close to equal as possible. But when you go to the grocery store, I bought these bottles at the exact same time. You can see there's obviously a level difference. There's obviously more in this bottle. I try to get them as close as I could to you to show you that. But there's a little more in one than in the other. Here's the level of this one. And here's the level of this one. It's a little more in this one. Now, you wouldn't think that that matters, but when you go to the grocery store or whenever, you can't do this if you're shopping online, but you can do this if you go shop in person at a store. You can compare the two of the bottles that's sitting on the shelf, and you can get the one with the most in it, because you know that's probably 2 more uses in there. And 2 uses adds up. Every little bit counts. 2 uses of soap would add up, and you can do that with any product that you can see through the container, and just choose the one that has the most in it. Well, that's all that I have for you today, these 2 little tips on to reuse your flannel sheets or to buy some at thrift stores. Get rid of paying those paper towel prices. It's better for the environment. It's better for your budget. And it's not that much difference in washing a little load of cloths as it would be anything else. And it's cost effective. And every little bit counts, even those little bits of sheets that you can reuse. And then the dishwashing liquid tip. How to extend your dishwashing liquid for another week if you're in a pinch. Or if you just want to do that because it's a very economical and frugal thing to do. Those are my 2 tips that I'm sharing with you today on the Every Little Bit Counts challenge. There's a lot going on here today. It's Friday and it's a busy day. I thank you for taking your time to watch this with me, and I hope you're having a really good day wherever you are. And you know, like always, until next time.